Good morning, everybody. Happy hump day. Happy Wednesday. Hope everybody's doing well. Let's see what we got here this morning. Big D's in the house. 61 now, 61 later. That sounds pretty good to me. Good morning, Dave. Troy Pritchard's in the house. How you doing, Troy? Jesse, hope you're staying safe down there. It looks like you're just about in the sights of what is it, Delta, I think. So stay safe down there, my friend. Steve Gronsky's in the house. It's off to the golf course after the show. Okay. Have a good one, Steve. May you birdie every hole. There's there you go. Good morning, everyone, and Baron von Richter. Okay. Good morning, Larry. Let's see, Mark Lindsay CNC's here. He says, morning, y'all. Smoky 52 in Southern Oregon, looking for a high of 85. Sounds like good shed building weather to me. Kevin Els is hanging with us. There's my buddy Janet. How you doing, Janet? Good to see you. Hope all is well in Indiana this morning. Gary Hammett's here. Good to see you. LB Sharp. Good morning, sir. Dave from Portal Woodworks. How you doing? Good to see you. Bart Bixel. Top of the Tuesday. Huh? Okay. I could have sworn it was something, David. Maybe I'm not understanding that. Let's see. We got George H Rothfuss over here on the Facebook this morning. How you doing, George? Happy flight, Simon. Yes, indeed. I'm still having a ball. So, yeah, Wednesday. It's all right. I don't know what day it is half the time either. It's quite all right, Bart. Bill Hoffman's in the house this morning. Good to see you. Sean Ingstrom, good morning, sir. Dave Mack says, just finished the morning walk. Wife is taking me shopping today. Awesome day. Yeah. Did you see that video? I should have shared it. I'll have to hunt it up and share it. But there's a video. It's just freaking hilarious. But it's called the, I can't remember what it's called. But it's about these men that form a group. They're the husbands of wives that go shopping at Target, and they form this group. And so like they wait out in the car, and it all started with somebody offered another guy a piece of beef jerky or something, and then they all become pals, and it's hilarious. You got to go see it. I'll have to see if I can find it. That's what that reminded me of when I saw that wife taking you shopping. Yeah, just hang out in the parking lot in the car. You might make some new friends. Darren Bird says thunderstorm this morning. Okie dokie. Let's see. Mike Reynolds is in the house. Going to be a warm 85 there, he says. Okay. There's my favorite solar guy right there. How you doing, Ryan? Good to see you. Good to see you. Mary Mallory's here this morning. I probably flew over your house the other day, Mary. Well, sim flying. But yeah, I was flying that way. Checking out some of my old routes when I lived up there. Jim Sinacola's here. Good morning. Rained early, but sunshine now. Getting new carpet installed. Hot diggity. That'll make Mama happy. Chris Tackett's in the house. Good morning, sir. Mark says, good Shed building weather indeed, but I get to have a windshield replaced in the Jeep instead. Don't ask. Okay, we won't. Enough said. We won't ask. Janet says Bart was having a senior moment. Quite possibly. I think a lot of us on here have senior moments. I know I do. I have them during the show. What the heck? Doc Whitaker's in the house. How you doing, Doc? Hope you're doing well. Darren says, enjoyed the flight yesterday. So realistic. I'm telling you. And I don't even have the best setup. I've got a pretty decent computer. It's not quite a year old. A pretty kind of middle of the road graphics card. And I don't run my settings. I've been tweaking my settings to try to get them as good as I can get without getting a lot of tessellation and stuff like that. And I run most of them on high. And then some of the settings, if they have like a slide bar, I slide it back stuff. But man, some of that stuff is just you forget you're sitting at a desk. You think you're really in a plane looking out the window there. It's just gorgeous. And you guys, if y'all are watching those videos, I've only done 2 so far, but I'm going to start heading to some of the really scenic places. So I might try to get one today. I don't know if I'll have time because I've got that live I'm doing later. That's CNC thing. But yeah, I'm gonna go to some really cool places where the scenery will just knock your socks off. So, but thank you, Darren. I appreciate you watching. Let's see. George says, woke up today and had to check the calendar to figure out what day it is. Most times for me, I mean, it doesn't really matter what day it is because they're all pretty much the same to me. But just for when I'm doing the coffee sessions, I like to say the right day and have the right day put in the video description and stuff like that. So y'all don't know that I'm losing it. Bart says, I guess the delete comment button doesn't work worth beans. I don't know. Is there a delete comment button? Oh, okay. Larry Gault, he's clearing it up here. Baron von Richter is the Red Baron pilot, your new nickname after that landing. It was pretty crazy, wasn't it? Well, like I said, I was recording in the background, and I'd already made 2 terrible approaches. And I thought, all right, 3rd time's the charm. Old Boomer's going in, whether he crashes or not. And it's all in this stupid thing. I hate to keep making excuses, but it's all in this. This is not. It's hard to do that thing. When you have a bigger stick or the yoke thing, you got something more to hang on to. But just trying to do this with your thumb and because the plane, it's hard to get the sensitivity adjusted right. You go and you start moving this way. So when you go back, instead of coming back easy, it goes like that. So, yeah, there'll be a few more crazy landings until they get those other things in stock. And now I'm starting to get worried because I went to this one company. I want to get the honeycomb alpha yoke is the one I want to get. And of course, everybody sold out. So they had a thing where you can sign up and they'll email you when they get back in stock. But now I'm worried that I may miss out again because it says that wherever I got an email from the other day said, when you get the email, not exactly how they're saying it, but I mean, basically what they mean is when you get the email, don't sit on your butt, get off and get it ordered. And I don't know why they don't just let you go ahead and pay. I'd rather just go ahead and pay for it and then have them just send it to me when they get it in. But apparently they won't let you do that. Yeah. Oh, I got to add that to the list, George. Great flight might be Angel Falls in South America. I'm going to add that to my list. Add that to my list. I don't know. Did I have Niagara Falls on my list? I'll have to look because I was thinking about that the other day too. Places to fly. I need to get these organized in some kind of way. Yeah, there's Niagara Falls. Okay, Angel Falls. Let me add that. My list is getting so long. Thank you for that great suggestion, George. Appreciate it. Let's see. Mary says she's Mary. Anyone who carries beef jerky is a good friend. Yeah, okay. I've never been a big fan of beef jerky, but then I've never. I don't know that I'm sure I've had it sometime in my 60 some odd years, but planning to be down your way again soon. All right, yeah. You were in, I think, Locust Grove, which is, I may not be pointing the right way. I think it's that way, about 6, 7 miles. Clyde CNC's here. How you doing, Clyde? I was quite suppressing to watch you landing while. Yeah, I'm. Sometimes what I like to do is I like to get on here and go to just a simple little place, and usually just because I like being back home in Indiana, I'll go to the Hendricks County Gordon Graham Airport, and I'll take off. And when they have you take off, you're always heading south because usually the wind's coming out of the south. So you take off to the south, and then I loop around and then practice landing. But that one the other day was kind of tough because it was, I hadn't been there before, and there were some mountains and hills and stuff, but I'll get better, or I'll keep crashing one or the other. I don't know. Still fun. Gary Hammett says, I saw a set of control on Craigslist. Northwest Georgia had everything. I'll have to, I haven't thought about trying to buy a used set or something, but I figure they're probably, if anybody's got one that's selling it used, they're probably like all these other companies that know you can't get him anywhere, so they jack the price way up. And I'm sorry, if I have to fly a year with this, I'll do it because I'm not paying triple the price just because they're. If I'm going to do that, there's a company that makes one called Yoko, and it's about $1,000, but they make them in Barcelona, I think. I think that's where the company is. So I would rather pay that and get, know that I'm paying the because it's a top of the line yoke. But I would rather pay that than to pay some of these shysters, $600, $700, $800 for something that's supposed to be $250 suggested retail. But Dave says, okay, time for my great adventure. Have a good day. All right, Dave, have a good hump day, buddy. I might check that out, though, Gary, just for giggles. Maybe it's somebody's wife making them sell something. Victoria Falls in Africa. Oh, let me add that one. And Yeah, that's what I'm going to try to do because I figure you're not going to want to watch for the landings. So I'll just I'll just try to do some that have some really awesome scenery. And I'm just every time I get it, and that's why I like to fly the thing is because you get in there and you just relax and even as terrible a flyer that I am, if you get the plane, if you got pretty good distance you're going, even with that Cessna 152, I can get it trimmed out, and then I can just kind of set back because it'll go fine. If I keep the live weather turned on, because if you have the live weather turned on, then you might be getting wind and stuff like that, and then I'd have to fight it the whole time. But George says, why not go for a Thrustmaster joystick, not pricey? Well, it's the same thing with those, George. They know everybody's sold out of everything. So if you do find one of those, they've doubled and tripled the price. And all the places that are legit sellers that aren't jacking the price up, they're out. Nobody has them. I mean, you would have thought that when Microsoft mentioned a year ago that they were going to try to release that this year, that everybody would have really been geared up, with that stuff. But apparently they weren't. Yeah. George says, my landing is not too bad. The landing itself wasn't too bad. It's just that I used nearly the whole dadgum runway to get to, and a lot of this trying to get it centered over the thing and calm down before I touch down. Yeah, I got where I can land. I haven't crashed, because I've got the what do you call it? The damage stuff. I got that turned on where if I do something that's going to mess up the plane, it'll, wah, 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 or whatever it does. And but yeah, I can get it down. It's just not pretty at all. George says he was impressed with my use of flap setting. Well, I do what I can, George. I'm learning as I go. That's the neat thing about this too, is you can't help but learn a little something about it. My goal is not to become a real pilot or anything, which, a lot of people buy the sims and use them for that purpose to help them with their training. I'm too old for that. So, but I just like it because it's fun and I love getting it going and looking out and seeing, especially the scenery. That's what got me hooked is when I saw, I don't know if you guys know David Pugh. He comes in here every once in a while, but he got, he's smart because his wife got him the whole yoke and all this kind of stuff way before all of it was released. And then when it came out, he got it and he's been using it and he's been posting pictures on Facebook. And that's what got me, because I didn't even realize it was coming out. I don't follow this stuff. And then when I saw that it was out and I started watching YouTube videos, I'm like, holy cow, that's way better than what it used to be back when 20 some years when I had Microsoft Flight Sim 98 or something. So I thought, yeah, I got to get that. That's just too cool. But Mark, it is on my list. I have not done the Grand Canyon yet, but I hear it is fantastic. I will be doing that soon. It's on my list there somewhere. And of course, there's some things that as I check them out, if they're not a handcrafted model, they're not any good because some things just the computer graphics, the way it's getting it from Bing Maps, it just doesn't pick it up right. So I won't be doing once. I always go check stuff out to make sure it's cool looking before I try to even think about doing a video on it. And some things I've already checked out, and I'm like, nah, that's a dud. Because really, the Shawshank thing, that was, I wouldn't say it's a dud. It's still cool to find the building and stuff, but it's not modeled at all the way it should be. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you, George. I've watched all kinds of videos on how to do it, and I get it. But like I said, it's easier said than done with your thumb on that little thing because it's so touchy. I think once I get a yoke, it will be much easier, and I think I'll overnight be much improved. Uh, Hoover Dam, I think. I think I got that on here. Yep, it's on there. You might have mentioned that the other one of the other coffee sessions, or somebody else did. Yeah, Hoover Dam's on there. Yellowstone's on there. There's actually, and I'll be doing these too, but there's actually places where you can go, and I'm thinking Yellowstone might be one of them, where you can see, like for example, there you might see buffalo. You can go to places in Africa and see giraffes and elephants. They have you can go to Alaska and see grizzly bears. It's pretty cool. Dave's prison tours. Now it just so happens the first two videos, uh, and I knew Alcatraz would be cool just because it's out there on that island in the middle of the bay, and I knew the scenery would be good and stuff. And I thought that was modeled pretty well. I thought that looked really good. So, try landing a tail dragger. Yeah, they have. Like I said, there's like 30 airplanes in the version that I bought. So, yeah, I did. See, look here, Solar Guy. I could tell you're not sub to that channel because I just did one on Alcatraz. I take off from San Rafael Airport north of uh, San Francisco, fly kind of parallel to the Golden Gate Bridge, and then bank left and fly directly over Alcatraz. And stopped and got the drone feature. That's the cool thing. It's being able to hit the action pause and it just freezes the plane, and you bring the drone right down to the ground and look around and stuff. So I did that at Alcatraz, and I got back up, and then I did my wild landing at what wasn't it, Buchanan Field Airport over in Concord, California. So let's see here. Doing great flying. Nah. I'm okay. Like I said, I'm okay if I can, if I've got a little distance where I can climb to an altitude and get it trimmed out, and then I'm like, okay, now let me just sit back and look out the window and all that. And the takeoffs aren't too bad. Sometimes that thing, it's a little touchy, you try to pull up smooth, and all of a sudden it goes, zoop, you get it back too far. But the landing is the hardest thing to do with those controls. Nobody says, I have some very old gaming controls. I know I have a steering wheel with pedals, but they are 9-pin. I don't know if they work. I don't even know if I got a 9-pin, a DB9 thing on the back of that. I used to have, well, my kids used to have, I played it some too, though. They used to have the NASCAR game, and we got the thing you put under the desk with the pedals, and had a steering wheel thing and all that. That was a crazy game back then. And I can only guess what the graphics must be like on those kind of games now. they'd probably be kind of fun, except I'm not much of a NASCAR fan now. They kind of did themselves in with me. Hey, there's another gamer. Wake up, game boy, he says. How you doing, Big Al? Um, yeah, yeah. All right, I'll let you slide this time, buddy. I think I'm up to like, I don't know, 18 subscribers. I appreciate everybody, the ones that have gone over there and sub. Uh, it's Stephen Taranto says, "Good morning. Dropping in to say hi. On the way to doctor. Have a good day. Thumbs up." All right. Have a good day, Stephen. I hope. Let's see. Aren't you down? Nah. Where are you? You're in Biloxi or somewhere, I think. Be careful from old Delta if you're down there in the path. Yeah. Mount St. Helens. That's another one I can add to the list. See, you guys just, my list just keeps getting longer and longer and longer. I don't think I had that one on there. I'll put it on there. I think if y'all like the scenery though, you'll like the next one I'm going to do. I'm not going to say what it is, but you'll like the next one if you like scenery. It's beautiful, beautiful place. I just hope I can do it justice on my landing. We'll see. Al says there should be a DB15 on the sound card, or there was at one time. Yeah, I don't know. I know mine has a bunch of because that's why I bought that. Really, I bought that computer about last December because I wanted to have more monitors, and so it's got like I've got 3 monitors hooked up, and I can actually hook up 4 to that one. But mine is an AMD Radeon 580 graphics card. Yeah, I plan to do a whole thing. You know, maybe one big long video or maybe a couple of videos of checking out all the islands of Hawaii. I did go out there the other day and checked out Pearl Harbor, and yeah, going to be so. There's going to be, I mean, it's Hawaii. You know, there's going to be a lot of beautiful scenery out there. So we're back to casual shirt day today. Yeah, not dressed up today. Back to the old. That was a pretty nice looking shirt that my buddy Doug sent me, though. That was kind of unexpected. Frankie CNC and Woodworking is here. How you doing, Frankie? All right, Dave Clemens let me know it's about time to get out of here. I think. Yeah, right on time. There's my thing. Ooh, Al, Easter Island. Do I have that on? I've got Crater Lake on here. Somebody mentioned that. I got to get these. I need to put them in alphabetical order or something. Can you do that in Notepad? Because that's what I got this stuff in. I don't know if I can do that or not. I may have to move them to something where I can put them in alphabetical order because I'm just adding them here. Yeah, Easter Island. That'd be a good one. Man, so many things. I got to get busy flying places because you guys keep giving me this list, and it's going to take a while to do those. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Y'all have an awesome hump day. I will try to I may get one of those done today, but I doubt it. Probably be tomorrow before I can get it edited and everything and get it out of there. Um, but yeah, if you're enjoying those, and I hope you are, and if you like the cool scenery, definitely check out the next one because it's going to be pretty awesome, I think. All right, guys, have a good one. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Bring coffee.